this signal we're doing now is probably one of my favorites. It's definitely top 5. I say that about all the signals I'm teaching for this specific training because I'm picking out, you guys, the foot zone has it's like 300 signals total. And that's not even both feet counting. It's a lot. There's a lot, right? So I'm only picking 3 to 5 signals to go over and show you. So I'm picking out the ones that I feel like are most beneficial for the overall client, friend, person that I'm working or I'm helping with. Okay, so this energetic protection is tailor-made for empathic people. If you are a highly sensitive person, an HSP, if you are an empath, or if you feel like you have like energetic or psychic abilities, there's a good chance that you are feeling into energies outside of yourself, right? So you could walk into a place and be like, oh, this is some weird vibes here. Or you could walk into a place and be like, I feel so happy. I feel so good. When I talk about the auric body, that's what I'm referring to as the energy of things outside of ourself. And it could be our own aura, and it could be the auric body of other things or the frequencies and the energies of other things around us. So what this signal is doing is this is putting up, and I could go on like a soapbox about this, but I won't. I have other trainings about it. But I believe with empathic abilities, when I first learned about these, I was taught to like shield and like, you got to shield these and you got to make sure that like you're here, you have this like huge barrier and then they're there. I found that and it works different for everybody, right? You find what works best for you. But I love using my empathic abilities. I love being able to feel what other people are feeling, especially in my line of work of being a healing facilitator. It makes me damn good at what I do, you guys, because I can literally feel what other people are feeling and I want to help them. And I know how to help them because I understand the depth of their emotion, okay? There's probably a lot of you that are feeling that as well. Like maybe nod your head with me if that's something you're experiencing. I want you to not have this huge shield, this like metal armor shield to block off your gifts to help other people. But I do want this beautiful, bright light of protection around the aura, but mostly around your heart. Because I look at things like coming into me, they're coming in and they're being like softened by this beautiful, bright protection I have around me. And then when it gets to my heart, I have this like incredible green, vibrant protection around my heart. So things aren't impacting me so significantly. I'm not making it about me. I'm not taking it personal. I'm not like trying to find hidden meaning in all these different things or bringing it into like the core and the heart and the soul of who I am. And so those are 2 ways that I protect myself is I have this outer barrier and then I have this inner loving cocoon around my heart. And that also helps with heart walls. But this signal is creating that energetic protection from the inside. So it's starting at this heart level and then it's like boom, boom. Have you seen those movies where it's like someone's walking and the light turns on as they're walking? It's like boom, boom, boom. That's like what this is. We're starting at this heart level and it's like woo, 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 woo. And we're creating this big, beautiful energetic protection around us or the person that you're working on. It is so good for empathic people. You guys, this signal is, if I could teach one signal to moms and caretakers for little children, this is the one that I would teach. Because can you imagine, like little kids are very empathic, like all of them have these gifts and these abilities. I feel like all of us do have those gifts and abilities. Sometimes we just kind of shut them down or ignore them or pretend that they're too woo-woo, which remember, we love the woo. We're woo and we're wise. But this is able to help those children it's able to protect them and to create a little bit of a soft barrier so things aren't so heavy, so extreme, so intense. And I'm speaking from experience because I have 3 little ones, and this has been game changer in all of them, but specifically one of their experiences. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the right foot, and The first landmark that we want to find is near that sock line that we talked about earlier, okay? So where the foot meets the leg, there's this crease, there's this bending. So like on my wrist, I have like my wrist where it meets my arm and I go here. This is the crease I'm talking about. See these cute little fleshy folds right there? That's the crease that I'm talking about on our foot. Okay, so that's the crease that we're finding, and that's going to be our start point for all of these walking drills that we are doing. So the first one we're going to do, another landmark to be aware of, is we are working on the tops of these tendons right here, okay? So look at my hand. Woo! You see those bad boys? Check it out. You have these in your feet as well. Sometimes they're not as noticeable as the hand, and that's okay, but that's what we're working on. So we're actually doing these light energetic drills on the top, okay? And in other courses I do go into pressure and I go into that like in depth. I'll just give you a quick thing. If 1 is a tickle touch, 10 is pressing as hard as you can. Foot zoning, we want to be between a 4 and a 6, okay? This light touch is closer to like a 3. So pause, rewind, practice that however you need to. So we're going to start on that sock line, that crease line, and we are just doing these light pressure drills right on top of the tendon, all the way up, and I'm pausing for dramatic effect, all the way up and off the top of the toe. We're not stopping here. We're not stopping here. We're going all the way up off the top, okay? That's what we're doing. Then on the next signal, we're going to do the same thing. We're just taking a step over to that next tendon. So an easy way to find it, if you don't see the tendons show up really easy, another way to see this is just look at the middle of the toe, follow it down. That is exactly where you're going to be working, okay? So I'm going to be here, and I do this with my thumb usually, and I'm just going to do these circular walking motions, and we call these walking drills. So I'm not like just going, I know in reflexology there's a lot of like finger movements this way. We're actually moving tiny little circles, tiny little cursive E's, just moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, and we're going all the way, pause for dramatic effect, off the top of the toe, okay? We're going to do the same exact thing on the next one. You can find your third toe, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it to the start point, and then you're just going to go right back up with these circular walking drills all the way up, off the top of the toe, okay? Then you're going to go to this like fourth one right here, go all the way down and walk it up, 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 all the way in the circular motion, all the way up off the top. Then we have the last one. So you go to your pinky and you follow it down, follow it down, follow it down. And you're going to do the same thing where you're just walking drill all the way up until you get to the pinky, and then you go over it, up, off the top of the pinky. This is like a level 2.0, but if you guys want to, you can actually take your entire hand. You can just like hover or touch gently, and you can just go right above or right on the top of the foot, and you can do that a couple times. Get some like Reiki style energy healing in here. And I just do this as many times as I feel like I need to kind of start from the inside and expand and like raise this beautiful place of protection. Okay, left foot is a mirror image. That was really close to my face. Left foot's a mirror image. So you're going to find that crease line. You can bend it, do whatever you need to. And we're going to start with the big toe. So remember, you can just follow it down to your start place, and you're going to do these awesome walking drills up all the way till you get to the big toe. You're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, off the top, right? Then for the next signal, go to the second toe, and you're always starting down here, okay? But if this is just helping you find where to start in the midline, follow that line down. You're gonna start here. You're gonna do the same thing, walking drill up, walking drill up. Keep it going, all the way up the top of the toe and off. Same thing for the next one. You find that third toe, whoop, follow it down. You're gonna do a walking drill along the top of that tendon as well. And this pressure is pretty light. We're doing a light pressure on all of these walking drills. You're going up all the way on the top of the toe, up and off. Then you're gonna go to your fourth toe. You'll be able to see the tendon for that one pretty well. This is where you're gonna start. You're gonna do a walking drill up on the tendon. You might be able to hear my cute kids in the background. They're getting ready to go to grandma's house for a sleepover. You go up, up, up the fourth toe and off. Then the last one, the pinky. And if you need to follow it down, this one doesn't go straight. It kind of comes in as an angle. You'll be able to see that tendon on the foot. Just have the people move their foot and you'll see it pop up right there. So we would start right about here. And you're just gonna do the same thing, a light walking drill all the way up. Whoop, slipped right there. All the way up on top of the pinky toe and then up off the pinky toe. And if you want, you can also do the hand hover with this one. Okay, so when you're working on it, you can do a light tickle touch, or you can like a light tickle touch there, or you can hover. And this is the intention of just pulling everything up, expanding everything from center, and just making this really bright, beautiful connection. I love this signal. Enjoy this signal. Share it with everybody you know. Seriously, like I'm totally okay for you to share these signals and to be able to help people with this experience of protecting yet still connecting to people as an empath. Enjoy!